Guitar Hero is coming back this fall with a new installment in the Juggernaut franchise. Guitar Hero 5 will have a bevy of new features, including the ability for multiple people to play the same instrument in any given song. Yay, drums! Brian Bright from Neversoft is here to tell us more about one of this year's biggest music games. We're going to let you run with it because we were told we have to be careful what we ask.
So I wanted to start off by saying we obviously don't have a band playing with us right now, but we're showing people what it looks like. And if you go by your stage at E3, you can see people sort of start a song, jump in, and sort of add to the song as it goes. So can you explain the jump in, jump out thing a little bit to me?
Certainly, yeah. We created a mode called Party Play. We really want to just eliminate all the menus and button presses. You know, if you play with people that are inebriated, or you play with people that have never played the game before, it can be really frustrating.
We do not play this game when you're inebriated.
It can be really frustrating. So we really made a mode where you can just create a playlist of up to 128 songs. You can save that playlist, and then you can load it up for your party. And the game's just running in the background, stage show, animations, light show, everything's running. Somebody can just walk up and press one button, jump right in, highway comes in, music never stops. Another guy can join them. You can switch instruments. You can have up to multiple instruments, up to 4 guitars playing at one time, 4 drums for you, 4 vocalists, 4 bassists, or any combination.
4 bass for you.
And it just goes on and on. Like the next song will load up, next song, and you can drop out, and the music never stops.
So it's less about the challenge, but more about the camaraderie of having a band.
Party play is you can't fail or anything. I mean, you see people joining in and out. It's just a fun way to set the game up and leave it alone at a party. At the end of the song, you get your percentage of how well you did, and it moves on to the next song.
So for those of us that are really used to, it's kind of hard to even think about, used to signing in or going through this whole menu process. I mean, can you drop out and then your menu will sort of switch off to one person playing again if the second person left? I mean,
every player has their own kind of pause menu, right? So if you want to drop out, you just push pause. It doesn't stop the music. It brings up a menu just on your highway, and then you can go drop out. And you drop out, and the highways will morph and scale over and fill the screen back up again.
So it's not like there's all these highways cluttering the screen. If nobody's playing, if somebody leaves, it just disappears.
If somebody leaves after about 30 or 40 seconds of no input, it'll just drop their highway.
Because that's really perfect for when one guy has to go to the bathroom and everybody's like, oh man, you just killed the song.
Exactly.
Yeah. Totally. Actually, that's a great
So aside from that, that's sort of like the casual, like we're just having a party. There's a lot of competitive play in there as well, right?
Yeah, so party plays for the casual players. For the competitive players, we have new modes of play called Rockfest. And so what those entail are different new game types. Like one of them is Momentum. You take that for instance. You can play on up to 4 players locally or 8 online. You can play 1 versus 1 versus 1 up to 8 players or in teams. And what that mode is if you're all on the same instrument, so you could all be on guitar or all on drums or whatever, and everyone starts off at the medium difficulty level. You miss 3 notes, you drop down a difficulty. So right there, your highway speed slows down, you get fewer notes, it's seamless transition. You can go all the way down to beginner, and then you have to hit 20 notes in a row to kind of work your way back up each difficulty level.
Oh, that sounds really interesting, actually.
Yeah, that's just Momentum. We've got 4 other new game modes. Another example is Perfectionist. So the songs are split up into sections, like chorus, verse, intro, and such. So each section, the player with the highest percentage gets 4 points, the second place gets 2, and the third place gets 1.
Right.
And then it goes to the next section. But the cool thing about that mode is that easy or medium players can be competitive with expert players because it's just based on the percentage of notes that you hit.
Awesome.
So all those modes can also be played, those new game types can be played together in you want to play a 5-round version, 5-round party game style, where the winner of each round gets 5 points or whatever, and you move on. At the end of 5 rounds, it tallies up all your scores as who won the most game types.